Wow. So for the people that don't know, chat, Durk has been arrested for murder to hire, bro. Murder to hire. Basically, the body they're trying to do him for, yeah, is Conor Ronald's cousin, basically. Is it Lil Pab? Yeah, Lil Pab, basically. So obviously, that was the get back. That was the get back for the whole King Von situation, innit? So people that don't know, get me. Conor Rondo and Youngboy had beef with King Von and Lil Durk. King Von must have bucked into Conor Rondo at some show in Atlanta, I think. He must have seen Conor Rondo, got it cracking. Conor Rondo's bridging Little Tim, killed Von right there in cold blood. And then, yeah, bro, Durk, these man got the get back in it. I think Conor landed into LA, and then these man caught him at like a petrol station or something, and they shot at the car, but they hit his cousin instead, innit? You get me? Little Pap. And there's a video Conor screaming, no, you get me? And yeah, that's basically what they're trying to do Durk. They're trying to do Durk for basically organizing that whole hit, which is brazy because obviously don't get twisted, bro. You know that if these OTF do something, you know Durk is behind it. But the fact that like he was so hands on that. And the worst thing is, bro, the reason why a man played that tune specifically is because a man said, close that back door, can't get snaked by my homies. And that's exactly what happened to him, bro. Chat, do you know how dark that is, bro? Man said OTF Jam was wearing a wire, bro. The same guy he gave 50 bands to when he came out of jail, bro. The same guy, he said his name in the tunes, chat. He said his name in the tune. He said, Jam, get out the jam. I gave him 50, ain't gonna ask again. Let me play that tune right now so you lot can hear the bar. And back again, bro. He said, Jam, get out the jam. I gave him 50, ain't gonna ask again. Man said he gave him 50 bands, bro. And he was wearing a wire the whole time, bro. Oh my days. This thing, that's scary, yeah. This is what I'm saying. Let me tell you something about this thing, chat. Let me play this tune. The Durk situation is just a prime example, yeah, of why. You see when rappers, like, bro, when rappers try to do this whole thing of, oh yeah, I'm not a rapper, I'm a gangster that raps, like, bro, that shit is dead, bro. We need to leave that in 2024, bro. In 2025, we need to understand, bro, there's nothing wrong with being just a rapper, bro. There's nothing wrong with going studio, making your music, going home, performing, doing meet and greets, going home, making money, taking care of your family, bro. There's nothing wrong with that anymore, bro. There never was anything wrong with that. But there's nothing wrong with being a rapper, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. This guy was literally one of the biggest rappers of our generation, bro. And he threw it away. And the thing is, yeah, the reason why it's such a techie one, because like, bro, like, obviously, my man's playing the streets and he's playing the music industry at the same time. You see when people try, like, they try to be in the streets, be in the industry at the same time. You know why that shit's never gonna work, yeah? Because you need to understand this, bro. Number one, the streets, obviously the streets are a lie. Everyone knows that, bro. The streets are a lie. The streets are one of the biggest lies known to man, bro. Like, you can't name me one person that's ever won the streets. You can't name me one person. You can name people that might have made it out. But those people that have made it out have got unlimited amount of traumas and wounds and battle scars and things they went through to make it out, bro. You can't ever tell me someone's ever won the street. That's not possible, bro. It's a setup, bro. And when it comes to music industry is a lie as well, bro. The music industry is a facade, bro. It's fake, bro. Like, you can't even win the music industry. Like, you can make it in music, but like everyone that has longevity in the industry is because of like they kind of built their own empire and they built their own industry. Like, you can't be in the mix and be in the industry for too long. Like, the industry's a lie as well. So when you're trying to play two lies at the same time, bro, bro, you're not gonna get anywhere, bro. And I'm trying to say, and I feel like with Durk, yeah, like Durk always loved like acting like he was like. You see when the whole beef of YB was happening, all them slide for one comments. I feel like Durk was trying to act like he didn't care about them, but naturally, bro, like obviously he's gonna care about them, bro. Like obviously he's gonna care, cause like he comes from that Chicago era where like he comes from that era of man are catching bodies and rapping about it, man are smoking this you and making a song, I'm smoking on this guy, I just smoked this guy, this and that. Like, he's from that era where it's all about like living what you rap, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? And like, you know they say you can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take a hood out of the nigga. Like, that's always gonna be a part of him, bro. So like, You know what I'm trying to say? Even with him, when the whole Von situation happened, it's probably even hard for him to go studio and rap gangster shit, knowing that his brethren just died and he ain't got to get back for it. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Like the comments, therefore, like they therefore got to him. Like, don't get twisted. Comments or no comments, he still would have got to get back. But I feel like him going on academic interviews and talking about it, him rapping about slide for Von and that, like saying he slid for Von and that, like all of those things was because of the comments, bro. And I'm trying to say, and these things are all gonna play a part in the trial. So it's Turkey, man. I can't lie to you, it's Turkey still. It's dark, man. Free Schmirk, chat, man. Free Schmirk. Let's watch the video about it, though.
Rap artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest, as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country.
And also, I see the other day that apparently they added 2 more charges onto him as well. So, obviously, everyone trying to compare this to the Thug situation, but the Thug situation was a RICO, innit? This was just like a one charge, like just a one murder, innit? But I feel like realistically, because they had youths wearing wires and that, they're probably going to end up getting them down for bare other charges as well. That's why it's dark, bro. Like, that murder for hire thing is just the beginning, bro. Like, it's this dark. I can't lie to you, it's dark still.
And at this time, he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men...
American names are too funny, fam. That's a Taquan Bowman. That sounds like a flipping wrestling move, bro.
Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5...
Even the way Von went out is too sad, bro. The way Von went out is too sad, but it always happened like that, though. It always happened like that. The guys that are the most savage ones, they always just end up going out sad, bro. Can't like they just think they're invincible, bro. Like, you see, like the savage guy with them biggest repping, like they always end up going outside because they think they're untouchable. They think that no one can't harm them. You know what I'm trying to say, but everyone's human, bro.
5 men who include Kevon London Grant, aka Vonnie, Asa Houston, aka Boogie, David Bryan.
YBC Dude went outside, but I don't think YBC Dude was a savage like that. I'll be honest with you. I don't really believe that he was a savage like that.
Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk.
Shout out to the Kid TV, my guy with a raid. Man, bro, I appreciate it, my guy. Everyone put W is the kid in the chat.
King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between 2 groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of...
That's the mad thing, I'll be honest with you. That's the mad thing. The fact that these men are gliding by flying out, bro. Man are doing glides on a plane, bro. Like, they're not even a private jet on the actual plane. Do you know how stupid that is, bro? Like how did they ever think that was... And the worst thing is, if you do your homework, yeah, you know that Durk is actually locked in with some of the Crips from like Quando's block, in it, like not Bad Baby, Brick Baby and all them, man. So really and truly, if he really wanted to do it that way, he could have like tried to pay them to do the dirt for him. Like, I don't know why he made Roots fly from Chicago all the way to LA to do the works. I don't get why anyone like thought that was a good idea. Like, that makes no sense, man. Unless that man went to LA for a different reason and ended up just getting the drop while that was there. That's different, innit? But these men are doing state to state glides, bro. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. Imagine me flying to Dublin to go and do a drilling, bro. That's basically what these men done, bro. But even a further distance.
2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there,
that man should have been booking flights full stop, bro.
Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. A lot of the stories that we cover here at Law and Crime are very tough to tell. But part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories is because of our great sponsors. So I want to take a moment to Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that.
So that's the mind game, Jack. He booked 3 flights, yeah. Because obviously, before he got nicked, I'm guessing Dirk knew he was getting nicked before he got nicked, in it. So he's booked 3 flights to try and coalesce the feds in it, like try to make them not know. Like, you know when they say never let your enemy know your next move, in it. He thought he was ahead of time, but because they had a wire on him, they already knew it was not on him, but they had a wire on the people around him, so they knew it was gonna be, which is dark, bro.
Flight.
Yo, Billy, how you been? I've been good, you know. You telling me A3? Long time A3.
Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even further. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today. You know, Lil Durk is a really popular rapper, but what's your reaction to his arrest and his alleged connection to this murder for hire plot of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo?
Well, you know, it's a very interesting case. I've been following it for some time now, but it's very representative of things that are going on.
Thank you, Randa. I appreciate it, my guy.
Within the hip hop community these days, of the, you know, 1 foot in the studio, 1 foot in the streets.
And talk to me a little bit about retaliation within gang culture, maybe even hip hop culture as well too, that we can even trace back these events in particular.
You're not saying you're not capping, so you're not bapping still. I've been mad inconsistent. My bad, broski, man. But I'm back though. I'm back now still. The only thing, I'm going Mecca next week. I'm only going for 4 nights though, so that shouldn't be too much of a break. But apart from that, I'm therefore back, inshallah.
Kind of in a way, starting from King Von's death in Georgia in 2020, and 2 years later, Quando Rondo's attempted murder, where his cousin was actually killed during this ambush. What is your kind of reaction to just this whole web and trail that has been going on essentially since 2020, even probably prior to that too?
Well, you know, one of the things that's been popular with hip hop artists is to maintain.
Cinderella said this stuff gives me nightmares. Why does it give you nightmares?
The same group of friends that they had since they were kids, maintaining that loyalty, not changing up, and becoming a new problem.
Chatting.
What it seems like law enforcement was able to pick up on was the electronic.
Been an informant or even a snitch within OTF that may have revealed more to the feds. Do you think that's at all possible?
Yeah, bad chatting. But yeah, though, chat, it's sad, bro. I can't lie to you. But you know what it is, though? Durk knew what he was doing. Because recently, Durk was on a wave of pushing peace. He was doing the whole Islam thing. Durk even done something at his show, yeah, where, like, on the billboard behind him, he put a picture of all the dead people that died in Chicago, and he put very dead ups on there as well, like, on the thing of trying to show that, like, yeah, I'm pushing peace, this and that. But bro, now that he's been back for this year, let's the more time that was probably just a facade, innit? He's probably just doing all of that. Cause let's be honest, bro, when they actually go to trial now, and the lawyer's trying to fight his case, like they're gonna bring all that shit up, like yo, he's a Muslim, he's with the mayor of Chicago, he's this and that, he's clearly immature, he's a different person, all this and I'm trying to say they're gonna use all of that trying to help his case again, and it's gonna work. Realistically, it's definitely gonna work. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna bust case, but it's definitely gonna work to some extent. I'm on reaction. But yeah, though, chat, free schmeck though, man. You need to call Young Thug's lawyer. Yeah, nah, for real, man. Cause Young Thug's lawyer actually bossing. But yeah, I want on that topic. Thug goes home, chat, man. Thug is home. I can't lie. Fair play to him still.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people? Back.
Thug is home, chat. It's official, man. The thing is, he's home. Yeah, he's home. He's home still.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
Right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
I better say a W, cause like he said, he came home the right way, man. He didn't take no shortcuts. He didn't do no snaky, ratty behavior. He stood on business. You get me? He stood on business and he got rewarded for it, bro. So yeah, not to glorify that shit, but at the same time, you gotta give him his flowers, but you gotta give him credit where credit's due.
Tell that.
Rapper Young Thug has made his first appearance on social media since his release from jail last week. The Atlanta rapper reunited with his mentor, T.I., in a video shared to Instagram early Tuesday morning. In the video caption, T.I. hinted at possible new music, writing the Kings have reconvened. Guess I'm
Do I think he actually fuck with Gunna? I don't know. It's hard to tell, It's proper hard to tell still.
Officially out of retirement for tonight. This reunion is just the beginning for the newly released rapper, who took to Twitter after he walked out of jail to hint at a possible new song with rapper Lil Baby. The tweet reads, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats, Peter," which references Lil Baby's nickname Wham. Fans will not have to wait and see what's next in store for Thug, though one thing remains clear: Wham.
But this one, him saying Wham, let's drop one of these rats. So that one's confusing to me, because like, yo, is he rating Gunna's thing or not? Is Gunna a rat or not? Because in his court hearing, he said the only people he wants to be allowed to work with is he said Gunna, and he didn't even say Lil Baby. He said someone. He said Gunna. Who else did he say again, chat? He said Gunna and someone else. He knows what he's doing. So maybe he was just saying that, like, just to make the probation think, yeah, everything's calm. Like, I'm not beefing him. I don't know. There's too much mind games going on, chat. There's too much mind games going on, but I guess time will tell though. Time will tell still, but I just want to make it clear that whether Gunna is a snitch or not, bro, I don't give a toss, bro. Realistically, bro, right now, Gunna's better than Thug and Baby put together anyway, bro. Let's be honest. If Thug and Baby drop a jerk mixtape right now, bro, it's still not going to be better than any of the shit that Gunna's been dropping recently. Gunna has been on the form of his life, bro. So whether he's a snitch or not, I'm not going to lie, bro. Snitching might be the best thing that ever happened to Gunna, bro. That might be the best thing Gunna ever. That might be the best move Gunna ever made in his career, bro. Cause since that guy snitched, bro, he hasn't missed. He hasn't missed since he snitched, bro. And that's facts, bro. I'm not even trying to condone snitching, but Gunna has not missed since he snitched, bro. He might be the greatest snitch of all time. How about that, chat? Gunna might be the greatest snitch of all time. He might be the greatest to ever snitch and come back from it.
On these rats, Peter, which references Lil Baby's nickname Wham. Fans will not have to wait and see what's next in store for Thug, though one thing remains clear: he will have to be very careful about what he says in his music, per the terms of his release. On Thursday, Thug decided to put his fate in the hands of the judge and pleaded guilty to drug and gun-related charges. He entered a plea of no contest to charges of conspiracy and participating in a criminal street gang. In the end, his decision paid off. In the sentence, Judge Paige Whitaker decided against prison time and instead ordered that Thug receive 15 years of probation. But she warned he could face 20 years in custody if he violates the conditions of his probation. She imposed several severe restrictions, including no travel to the Atlanta metro area, no contact with affiliated gang members, a requirement to perform community service, and the need to conduct presentations to community groups and children against gang violence. Before his sentence was imposed...
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like his situation was mad weird. So like 1 minute it looked like he was looking at 4 years in jail. Next minute it looked like he was looking at 20. Now he ended up getting 15 years, but on the home, like what do they call that again? Basically like house arrest kind of thing, like on probation. And I'm not gonna lie, I think, bro, give me 100 years on house arrest over flipping 20 years in jail, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, chat? Like, at least he's home, bro. Like, at least he's home. He can breathe fresh air. He can drink. He can eat what he wants. He can fuck pussy. He can see his kids. He can kiss his wife. You know what I'm trying to say? He can be in his own. You know what I'm trying to say, chat? Like, at least he's home, bro. At least he's home, chat. He's gonna see his kids grow. Like freedom is so priceless, bro. Like, even if they give him 4 years on house arrest, that's still better than him going to jail, fam. Big man thing. But yeah, his probation is mad strict, but I feel like it's for the better though. Like they're saying that he's not allowed in Atlanta. But after what happened, this whole YSL thing, after the amount of people that snitched on him and that, I don't think he'd want to go back to his hood anyway, I'll be honest with you. If I was him, I would never want to go back to my hood ever again. I'll be real with you. He ain't even got house arrest, he just got probation. Oh, swear down. That's calm then. He can travel outside the UK. He can go interstate. Yeah, he's calm then. He's gone. He's free. He's a free man.
Thug gave a heartfelt speech to the court.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry.
Rappers, is like, when I hear rappers talk, I listen to the music, I'll be like, is this really the same person? Because for someone that's like so good with words and like so lyrical and like got so much to say, like, bro, when he talks, the guy talks like he's flipping, like he's still learning how to speak English, bro. And it's the same with all these rappers, like the best example is Kodak. Listen to Kodak's music, yeah, bro. This guy be talking that talk, bro. He be saying stuff. You watching interviews, but this guy talks like a newborn baby, fam. I swear down. I'm actually talking like he's Scouse Marley. Nah, saying he's folks talking like Scouse Marley, that is funny, fam. I can't lie.
My family just do better as a person. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am.
Yeah, and I seen Kodak on Kai stream. We're gonna react some of Kai streams after, so.
I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community. All people. I learned that late, like these past 2 or 3 years of my life. I kind of learned that late, and maybe it was because I was, probably on drugs or anything. I don't know, but I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy. I don't mind doing stuff like free shows, and I always did that. I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. I do things like I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, But I understand, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you I'm 100% changing that. It's just, I'm older, I'm grown now, and it's just like, I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. Like I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And
Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, has been jailed since his arrest in May of 2022. He faced charges related to participating in an alleged criminal street gang known as YSL, or Young Slime Life, with members accused of committing illegal and violent acts, including murder, armed robbery, drug dealing, and carjacking. In crafting her sentence, Judge Paige Whitaker said she appreciated the impact Young Thug had growing up in a community plagued by violence, but she urged him to be part of the solution going forward.
I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, you know that gangs are damaging to our community. Even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try is not the way to go. And that there are ways out of poverty.
I'll be honest, I actually rated this judge still. They actually seem time to lock in on streaming that, inshallah. Or send that and Sandra Love. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. She actually seemed like a very, very fair judge, bro. I can't lie to you. She's probably a fan. Behind closed doors. She definitely listens to fuck still.
Besides hooking up with the powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs. And, you know, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education and setting, you know, hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example. I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem.
Following Young Thug's release, his attorneys expressed their gratitude to the court, but also their wish that Young Thug could have been acquitted.
Bro, these men take too much drugs. Look at him, fam. Look like he just seen the Undertaker.
Instead.
As far as how Jeffrey's feeling now, he knows my feelings, which I'm not going to reveal.
This guy's the real MVP, though. I can't lie. I don't even know bro's name, but he's the real man. He's the real legend, bro. See, next time TV license come for me, I'm gonna call this guy, fam. Next time TV license call for me, next time I get a parking ticket, I'm shouting this guy, bro. Big man saying this guy is a legend, bro. He's gonna go down in history. One of the best lawyers, defendants of all time, bro.
For attorney-client privilege, but this is not the same as a not guilty